Back and we back, baby. We black. We back because we back. We back. And we back. Oh yeah, we back. Oh yeah, we back. All right, we good. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Take these off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is C. J. Kyles, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again back with another live stream. It's a beautiful, what is it, Thursday morning? Well, Friday morning. Um, here from the Great Lakes State. And you could have been anywhere in the world today, but you are right here with your boy. And I am very happy that you all are here at this moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the business. It has been um, a little bit of time. It's been a little bit since I've done a live, since I've done a show, but it should be a good show nonetheless. Should be a good show nonetheless. But let me put some respect. I'm going to put some respect on the subscribers. We are at 1,200 subscribers right now. Um, Actually, we're at 1,219 subscribers, almost 1,220, and I am very happy about that, ladies and gentlemen. The platform is growing slowly, and I'm not even gonna say slowly because it's almost like I'm getting 10 subscribers like every 4 or 5 days, and I'm happy about that. Um, like I said, I'm doing my best to give you guys content and just constantly trying to interact with you all and really just show you my appreciation, let you know that I really, really do appreciate every single subscriber that comes and supports me here on this platform. Special shout out to Danny. Um, Danny, you know who you are. You always you comment on my videos, man, and I see you, man. I really appreciate your help. We're helping this channel grow. Whether it's 100 people, whether it's 20, 10, or a million. The High Value Nurse is here. CJ is here. What's up, Danny? See, I just shouted you out, man. I literally just shouted you out. My guy. Um, I appreciate you being here, bro. Real talk. I appreciate you being here and being a supporter. If you ever need anything, fam, I got you. Just let me know, man. Y'all give me motivation to keep going. Should be a good show. So y'all see the topic. A 50-year-old woman faked being a nurse for 30 years. She faked it, boys and girls. She faked being a nurse for 30 years. And this is where we are right now in the game. It's a lot of foolery going on. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's a lot of foolery going on in nursing, and that is today's showrunner. Um, 30 years. 30 years. I just feel like at 30 years, they should might as well let her keep the license. I mean, real talk. Like at this point, they should just let her keep the license. 30 years. And like when I first ran across this story, I'm like, I don't even know why people may be surprised, because I heard people at work talking about it and they were like, 30 years? This woman faked being a nurse for 30 years? But it really doesn't surprise me. Look at the dude who fake being a doctor. The young dude, I think he was like 19. I think he got away. Didn't he get away with it for like 6 months to a year? A doctor, a medical doctor. He faked it. Faked it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me just go back. Let me go back for a second. Hold on, real quick, and we're gonna get into the topic. We are going to get into the topic. That is the main showrunner. Hold on. So let me see. 19-year-old boy fakes being a doctor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was back in back in 2017. Yep, yep, yep. 2017. His name was Dr. Love Robertson. That's funny. That was not funny that he did it, but it's funny. Shout out to Justice, another one who's a writer for me. I really appreciate you. She said, I love this nurse brother solidarity. Nursing as a whole would be so much better with more of y'all in the game. Keep talking your ish, bro. Hey, listen, you the one that told me to go ahead and get that RN. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just waiting to be bumped up in my program that I'm already accepted into. But if I don't get bumped up, then y'all know I'm just gonna go in October, drop that 20 bands, knock that class out, and get it cracking. You feel me? But before we get into the main topic, because I know it's early, I want to give people a little bit of time to actually come through the platform if they can. I know a lot of people at work and everything like that. So it's not really a big deal. So whenever you may be watching. But I made a post in one of the nursing groups that I'm in. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But I did make a post, and it's pretty interesting to me because lately in these YouTube streets we have had conversations, and we've had conversations in great length about the state of relationships between men and women. Romantic, domesticated relationships. And I have a video actually that I'm gonna drop probably while I'm doing this broadcast. It's already up, edited, and ready to go. But diving more into what I want to do. But we well, not we, but I see these conversations taking place, and to keep it real, and I'm going into this in more depth into the video that I'm about to drop, but I always ask a question, and I've had a few nurses on this platform, and they have somewhat answered the question. Some have answered the question, and the question that I had was, why is it so difficult for a lot of nurses to find love? Female nurses. Um, Shout out to Aunt Jess. She says, shout out to her for doing the thing and skating on Sally Mae in these toxic nursing programs. Give her the honorary degree. All thanks for the love, Auntie, here to keep that pressure on you. I want us all to do well for the way, for sure. You guys send me your email. Email me, cjkyles90@gmail.com. But a question that I had was, why do my nursing sisters, because I hear these conversations. I really do. I hear these conversations, and a lot of my nursing sisters, not all. So if it does not apply, let it fly. If it's not you, then let it fly. But I had the question, why are so many of my nursing sisters unhappy in their relationships? And I've come to a few conclusions. The main one, though, that I'm going to discuss, it's going to be money. Money, money, money. And I was going to actually pull up but I think it got oh no, it didn't get deleted. Okay. 'Cause I thought it was going to get deleted out the group, but I posted a question. And with this question, I understand that a lot of nurses, especially, nurses, period, they are in a very unique situation when it comes to obtaining income. Some nurses get money very quickly, very fast, and they get a lot of it. And I find that once nurses, female nurses, start to upgrade themselves and upgrade their lives, most times they want a man or the man that they are with to upgrade themselves as well, to do more, to be more, because they've done more to change their situation. With that being said, I posed the question. I said to all the high earning female nurses and CNAs, because CNAs were getting the bag too, would you accept a good man that treats you well, making 35K a year, and still respect him as a man? Or would you rather hold out until someone matched you or made more than you financially? Got 46 responses, and I didn't respond to any of it. One person said, hold out, doing that now. Saying, hold out, wait for the person that's going to match you. Somebody said, don't settle. Another person asked, how is that settling? Somebody else said, yes, I don't believe in the correlation between salary and manhood. But I will say that I would encourage my partner to seek out growth in their career. Now, that was a good comment. I like that comment a lot, actually. That was a good comment. But here's the thing. What if when you got with that man, he was very happy and very content in his place in life? What if that was the case? What if that happened? What if that was the absolute to whatever he has going on? So what if that man was like, baby, listen, I am so proud of you that you are a nurse now, that you are a medical professional now, whatever you may be doing, but I am happy where I am in my life. I have a decent job. I don't really want for nothing. I'm a simple man. I'm an average man living an average life, and I am content with that. I'm happy with that. Would that be enough? Would that be enough for most nurses? I don't know. So, other comments said, my husband makes less than I, but he makes up for it every day. He supports my erratic behavior, like those travel assignments, and don't make a fuss. He hold the kids down in the house. So yeah, I feel like I'm winning. That's a dope comment. That is a dope comment. Because really, I'm gonna be honest, man. A lot of dudes are not like, we have this whole narrative now that six figures is so easy to come by. She wrote on the wall. I'm just looking at that. She wrote on the wall in pencil. Probably so she won't forget. Anyway, I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked. Anyway, and we're gonna get to the main topic. But I thought that was a dope comment because people like to downplay the whole six-figure thing. And like I said, me personally, I don't really care about that whole narrative, because personally, do I feel you need six figures to have a good life? No, I don't. I think that's just something that people say to stir up something in people, to get a response, to get a reaction. Do you need six figures to live a good life? No. If you are aware of your expenses and how you spend your money. Now, am I content with being a 5-figure earner? Absolutely not. Do I want to make high six figures? I'm gonna keep it real. I want to be a millionaire. I want to get extremely rich. But that's me. That's me. That might not be the goal for every other man. That's just me. I want to get very, very rich doing what I love to do. You feel me? So rather it come from nursing, podcasting, whatever the case may be, I want to get rich. But that's not every man. Every man does not need to have $1 million to feel happy with themselves. Every man does not need six figures to be happy with themselves. And that's what I'm saying. So I think sometimes that, and I've said it before, a lot of us nurses, sometimes we live in a world of delusion when it comes to certain things, because as we start to grow and progress, a lot of our peers or a lot of the people we came up with may not be able to do some of the same things and take place in some of the same activities. She said, "What it say on the wall?" It's like a math problem, but it's like real small. It say slope yx. It's like very small. I just noticed it though. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what the? Let me see. Justice says, I don't think it has anything to do with nursing. Committed relationships as a whole is going extinct. So many of these good men are complete Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde's. Real talk. Okay. I need someone who is going to be determined academically. All right. Then he says she wants to know what it said. I just told you. Jess says, I was in EMS for 20 years before going to the ER. And all these, what is it? Foin. Okay, foin. That's what she was trying to say. Foin firefighters, paramedics, target nurses, and female docs marry them and cheat by saying they're working overtime. Breaks my heart for real. Yeah. Wow. Well, like I said, I just think you have to be you have to be selective. Not no, let me not say select. You have to be practical. And I've said that before and I'll say it again, because honestly, I do see a lot of unhappy female nurses out here. And I think it's sad because a lot of them do work hard. They do work hard. They work a lot of hours. And I hate to see my sisters go out like that. I do want the best for them. And that is why I want to continue these conversations. So one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to start having conversations with high earning women. And I wanted to talk to them and really get inside the head of a high earning woman. And I wanted them to tell me why or why not. We have these conversations because one, I think it will make phenomenal content. Two, I think it will make a great conversation of what goes through a woman's head as she's trying to progress in her life and become a better version of herself, at least on the financial side of the game, and what it would take for her to have that happiness in her relationships. Now, as I put, or as some of the comments that I'm going to read, some women say they didn't need him to make more. They didn't need it. They were fine with that. So it was, I think it was about 60-40. Yeah, about 60-40 in the post with the comments. So let me see. Someone said, I dated someone who earned less than me for a while. It was fine and dandy, but on the long run, it caused issues and insecurities in him. Before I continue reading this comment, ladies, if you are a high earning woman, because I want to have a conversation with you. If you are a high earning career woman, I'll say 65K and up, shoot me an email, cjkyles90@gmail.com. And if you want to have a conversation, if you want to talk about why dating is difficult for a woman that's high earning, holla at me. Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about it. We can set it up. I would love to hear from you. But anyway, she said, I dated someone who earned less than me for a while, and it was fine and dandy, but in the long run, it caused issues and insecurities in him. I'm now married to someone who makes more than me. More than me and I. That's how she put it. She put herself in school just to catch up to his salary. just because we plan on having children and prefer being financially stable for ourselves and children. Also, I couldn't be with a man who didn't aim to achieve a higher salary slash education in general. Has nothing to do with manhood, but more with stability and security. However, don't down him. I'm sure there are sisters out there who would be more than willing to accept you and your to accept you as you are and your salary. Salary. Well, I know that for a fact. I just put 35K just to put it out there because I know a lot of females have babies with dudes that make $0 a year. So I know that for a fact. So it's not that you need money to obtain a woman, but I wanted to put that unique circumstance out there because you do have a lot of women now. Women are working; they don't need men financially anymore. So that is why I posed the question. Now, I'm very aware of the cap that goes on. It's a lot of capping out here, um, because it's cute to say that. Oh, well, I need a man that makes more than me or makes the same and everything like that. Like that's cute, but at the end of the day, for some, not all, but for some, the dude that's tearing you down probably don't have nothing to his name, and then the dude that you want to take you serious, he's got to do all this change and do all this extra crazy stuff. And yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. That make no sense. And before I get into the main topic, because I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I had a conversation with a nurse that I had worked with, and she told me I could put this story out there. She told me that in order for someone to take her on a first date, she has to be taken on a yacht. I swear to God, I don't swear to God, but I promise you that's what she told me. On a stack of Bibles. She said they have to take her on a yacht for the first date. The first one. And if he can't do that, he has to fly her out. But that's not even a kicker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you what the kicker is right now. The kicker is that not only does this man have to either A, take her on a yacht on a first date, or fly her out on a first date, but she's also going to make that man wait 90 days for sex. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. If I'm lying, I'm frying. If I'm lying, I'm frying. Let me tell you something right now. A man who can afford to do those things, and take women out and fly them and send them on yachts and everything like that, a man who can afford it ain't waiting 90 days for nothing. Nothing. That is total and utter delusion. No man with the ability, I'm not going to say none, but I'm going out on a limb and saying 98% of men with the ability to fly a woman out, with the ability to take a woman on a yacht on the first date, ain't waiting 90 days for nothing. But she didn't believe that. That was nonsense. That was a show. And she, sweet girl, nice girl, was funny to talk to, fun to talk to. But that was absolute nonsense. And I knew that, and she knew that. And I promise you, I'm not just saying this to say it. I promise you, this was a conversation that actually happened. I promise you it was. Yeah. So did you ask when the last time she been on a date? Absolutely not. No, ma'am. Because I felt like had I continued with that conversation, it was just gonna go into a whole different realm of cap. And I didn't. I had enough. I had enough. Now it was a cool conversation, but I said, okay, now this is utter foolishness. And I did say, you don't believe this. Uh-huh. I'm the prize. Okay. All right. And I asked her, I said, how many men do you know in your personal life, in your personal circle? This is what I said, that are making over $100,000. Out of her whole 31 years of life, how many men does she know making 100 grand plus? Do you know what she told me? None. She said none. So out of your whole 31 years of life, and you don't know any man making over six figures, and you expect a man with the options and opportunity to fly a woman out and or put her on a jet, I mean on a yacht, you expect him to wait 90 days for sex. Please stop it. Please. Please. I'm gonna read a few more of these comments. I'm gonna get into the main topic, y'all. One person said, yes, that would be fine. Another person said, not at my age. That's not enough income. But if he were in his 20s and I was younger, then yes. Yes. They done gave them best years to the niggas in the street. No, I can't continue to date $35,000 a year men when I done gave the best years to the streets. No, can't do that. I'm joking, but I'm not joking at the same time. One person said, yes, if I have my own money, why am I worried about his? As long as he can pay his portion of the bills and don't ask me for shit. You can 20K or 200K. I don't believe that. And I believe this woman's, I believe her intentions were well with that comment, but I don't believe that just off the strength of how she wrote her comment. I don't believe that at all. One person said, absolutely not. 35K is nothing. Sorry. He got to match what I make or better. Or better. Another one said no in capital letters. Another person said, if that person can carry their own weight and treat you with love and respect, I don't think that should matter. You can have a guy making more than you that treats you like crap. Money ain't everything. Women got to start looking for the long-term things. Like if my health ever fails me, is the man I'm going to be with going to be there? Whether or not he makes $35,000. That was a good comment. Now, I believe her, at least from as far as this post is concerned. Another person said, no thanks. I will gladly wait it out before I deal with that. Another woman said, I make more than my dude, but he is trying to better himself. What is bettering themselves? What does better yourself mean, though, in the realms of that? Because, like, seriously, what if a man is making $60,000 and this is the most money he's ever made and he is 100% fine with it, and he happens to run into a cute nurse who makes significantly more, and she says, well, in order for you to deal with me, you have to better yourself. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Somebody said yes because I date someone who makes less than me, and it don't seem like it because my money management is horrible, and he always has more money left than me. Wait, I'm not high paid, but still. She said, I'd rather deal with the $35,000 a year man. I wish she would have elaborated on why. Somebody said yes to the question. Another person said, I make more than my husband and always will. She says she makes more than the husband and always will. He works for Chrysler, so he makes very good money, but he will never catch me. I'm okay with that. He brings more to the table than his per hour money. He will retire with a nice pension, provides the paid health insurance for the entire family. I consider us equal. He struggled through our 20s because he didn't think he measured up, because I got him the job, and now I kept advancing within mine. So things were rocky while we were growing up. Now we live a comfortable life. One band, one sound in all aspects of life, and 23 years later, um, at the 41, it works for us. I think at 41. I think that's what she meant. That's great. Not mad at that. Another person said, no, not at all. A guy commented and said, the question should be, can they be submissive to a man, period? Or do they consider it a partnership? Somebody responded and said, ain't no woman going to be submissive if you ain't leading. Another person said, y'all don't listen to, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Somebody said he's a part of the, somebody said this guy was a part of the Kevin Samuels cult. He's been brainwashed. Let me see. Um, Somebody said, treat me well. I make more than my husband, but I don't have stress. Somebody put respectfully, no. Treat me well. Money can go at any moment. There may be a time I'm not the breadwinner and will need him financially to lean on, and treat me well. I choose peace and love and respect over profit any day. Another person said 35K is going to create a problem if the woman lives a lifestyle that extends beyond what 35K has to offer. If she likes to travel, shop, and he can't afford to come along, it'll be problems. Hmm. Mm. Another person said, I've always made more money, but I would say this question is situational. Although I make more money, he hustles harder and puts 100% into himself, his career, and our family. Each year he makes more money than the last. We grew together. I'm okay with the paper saying I make more. However, if he couldn't match or surpass my hustle and we were stuck in the same place for years, then no. The effort has to be there on both ends. Yes, if he's willing to advance himself so we can have more financial freedom in reality. That's only 2,900 a month and more like 24 after taxes. We need more. I'm going to read two more and I'm done. If he treats me well and comes through, he can't be comfortable with that though. I've been there before and it's almost like a waiting game because honestly with somebody you're honestly with them for their potential at that point. No matter how good he treats you, listen to this, no matter how good he treats you, it will cause some issue if your ambitions don't match up or his at least exceeds yours. So at this point in my life, I can't do it. I saw someone say 20,000 though. Ma'am, that is poverty. Wow. That was a powerful statement. I'm not mad at that. I mean, listen, you cannot be mad at a person for wanting what they want. That was powerful, I believe. A couple more and I'm done. Yeah, uh-oh. Y'all saying keep his portion. This life is not a pie. It's one thing to fall on hard times, but to go in knowing he can't provide is a setup. If he makes less and he's not using his income to start a business while you're holding him down or splitting bills, you got a house husband. Money doesn't make a man, but you gotta qualify to buy a car or house. Why shouldn't you have to qualify both financially and otherwise to be a husband? I deserve more than struggle love on any level. Fellas, this is what this is how some of these high earning women feel. The game has changed now, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, ladies, if you would like to come in and state your claim, I will post the link in the comments. I'll post it. There you go. But if not, that's cool too. That is cool too. There you go. So if you're a high earning chick and you want to have that talk, let me know. We can have that conversation momentarily. There we go. Just click that link and we can do that. Okay. I've got a lot of comments. I'm gonna get to them. I'm gonna get to the comments on the show in a second. All right, dang. Okay, let me go back to the post. Hold on. Some people have some really good comments. I'm not gonna lie. They have some really good comments. Let me see. It's not what you make all the time, it's what you're doing with it. You can be the breadwinner, but if you don't manage it right, it doesn't even matter. I agree with that. And that is the last of the comments. Listen, to all the ladies out there that could not date a man making that kind of money. Listen, why? Like, I know y'all saying maybe you can't keep up with the lifestyle, but isn't relationships about compromise? I mean, that's what I was always told all my life growing up. Compromise. Isn't it about compromise? Okay, you make 100 grand, he makes 40. Why don't y'all meet in the middle? What is so hard about that? Why? I mean, because you have to at some point, and this is why I say delusion at its finest, because of the access to the income and the way it comes and how fast it comes. And then you put your glasses on and you then start to see that that's not everybody. That's not everybody. I had that same issue. Listen, I've never been on a vacation. Listen, the only people I've gone on vacations with, right? My girl and Teddy G. Seriously, was my girl and Teddy G. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, some of my boys that I got a lot of love for, I haven't gone. Some of them can't due to situations, but that's what happens when you start to change your situation. That's what happens. And you just meet people along the way. But anyway, let's get into the main topic. Let me go to y'all comments real quick before we get into the main topic. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Jess says, nah, I could see it though. That's the kind of chick that'll scoop up a pro athlete. She'll get her yacht date and he won't get nan from her for 90 days. Yeah, right. Auntie, I think you tripping with that one. But he will get it. He'll marry her and cheat forever. That's the kind of high value super Christian chick who will marry the giving all thanks to God pro athlete. They'll have 20 kids and be all over social media, and he'll be Derek Jackson on the low. Y'all silly. Dee says, I agree with that comment. Money can come and go quickly. Felicia says she was a go getter. Manosphere Man, a shout out to you. Respect to you, bro. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate it. If you want to join in on that convo, let me know. There's a StreamYard link. A lot of women want a husband but don't know how to be a wife. I agree. We went with our family. We about to run it up again. But yeah, we went with our family. But come on. Come on. You know your mama is you know yo. But we're not gonna do that. What's the topic? I'm late. Well, shout out to, let me see how I pronounce your name. Fally. If I'm saying it right. The topic is we're going to talk about this woman who faked being a nurse for 30 years, but for the last 40 minutes, we've been talking about why some high earning nurses, seen as women in general, just cannot seem to be cool with dating men who make significantly less. At least saying it publicly, because again, a lot of these chicks, baby daddies, can't rub two nickels together. But I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, I put down a link in the description. I mean, in the comments. If any of you high earning women want to call up to the show and have that conversation, let's do this. But let's get into the topic, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Fally, you making $100,000 a year as a nurse or whatever your profession is, because you date a man making $35,000 and respect him as your man. Let me know in the comments. Okay. All right. We have that popping. I'm gonna put me down here. And we're going to do it like this. Dee said, I think a lot of women don't like men who make less, no matter their position. I would agree. All right. 30 years, boys and girls. 30 years of fake nursing ends with a 7-year prison sentence. Now let me just say this before we start. I don't agree with anybody frauding their license, because it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get through school to even obtain a license. But if a woman can fake being a nurse for 30 years, she must have learned something. I'm going to keep it real. If this woman faked being a nurse for 30 years, she must have learned something. I got to put a tad bit of respect on her name for that, for just with the ability to finesse the system. Now, I don't condone it. I don't. But just the hustler in me has to respect that to a certain degree. 30 years that's a whole career. That's a lifetime. If she would have got out at the 29th year, she probably would have got away with it. And that's the reality. Most people don't even last. Most people don't even have careers that long. 30 years, lady faked being a nurse for 30 years. I'm not condoning what she done, because she was wrong. But I got to give her a little bit of credit. She learned something somewhere. You feel me? She could have retired. So, Dee said, was she working at the same place? We about to get into it. So personally, I don't think I could agree with it, but if the man was working towards building something, it would be different. Nursing school is tough, and a lot of nurses in the past just had certificates. She could have retired. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get into this. So this is her right here. Oh, yeah. She finessed the game. This is her. She looks sad. She probably was like, I knew I shouldn't have went to work that day. Them bras was tripping anyway, and I knew I shouldn't have went to work that day. I knew I should have retired. You're 29, my guy. You're 29. Nigga, I said I wanted to be a nurse 6 years. Or at least a bedside nurse 6 years. This woman put in 30 years. I'm not saying it's right, because I don't want y'all to clip this up a year from now and say, oh, CJ supports people faking their license. No, I do not. I don't condone. But I have to put some respect, a little bit, on just the tenacity, the finesse. I mean, damn. But anyway, let's go down. Oh, shout out to Cancun. Anyway, oh, that's DR. A Canadian woman who authorities say pretended to be a registered nurse for about 30 years in Canada and the US. Listen, we gotta put some respect on her name. She faked being a nurse in 2 countries. Come on, bruh. Some people can't. She faked being a nurse in 2 countries. Half these cats couldn't even press up a fake ID and get into the club. And this woman faked being a nurse in 2 countries? Bruh. She wasn't right. She was wrong for doing this. But damn it. Look. Anyway. All right. A Canadian woman who authorities say pretended to be a registered nurse for about 30 years in Canada and the US will appear in court next month after being sentenced to 7 years in prison. Bridget Clerics, I'm going to pronounce it like that, 50, is due to appear in court May 18th on charges in Vancouver, British Columbia, that's in Canada for all of my geographically challenged people, as posing as a nurse while working inside a local hospital. Previously, she was sentenced on April 22nd in an Ontario court after she pled guilty in January to 7 crimes, including identity theft, assault with a weapon, and assault, according to CBC Radio Canada. Oh, she wildin'. She got cocky with it. She said, if I can fool 2 countries, I'm going to start stealing your identity. And I might even slap a nigga. I'm telling you, she got cocky with it. Let's see. Clerics, who goes by various aliases, had a long history of cheating in 3 Canadian provinces, as well as Colorado and Florida. The sentence in Ontario stemmed from incidents at a medical and dental clinic in Ottawa last year that included administering medications to patients through needle injections. Woo! Lord, that's a lawsuit. Ottawa police said in a news release obtained by Medscape Medical News. Authorities charged Clerics in September with assault with a weapon and criminal negligence causing bodily harm, along with person gaining advantage, obtaining under false pretense, and using a forged document, the Medscape reported. Clerics has been in custody since her arrest by Ottawa police in August. The Vancouver Police Department charged Clerics last year with fraud of more than $5,000 and identity theft with intent. Damn, man. Like, look, $5,000, that's it. I mean, damn, you out here stealing identities, you faking being a medical professional, and I mean, well, maybe that's all they could find, but you know. Vancouver Police Department investigated claims that a British Columbian woman, hospital employee, fraudulently identified herself as a nurse while working there between June 2020 and June 2021, according to Vancouver Police Department news release. Nursing college. Oh, Lord. 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 Um, the way Canada be tripping about people coming over there and they didn't see this. Come on, bro. Lord. First time I went to Canada, we had to wait in that line for almost what, an hour, I think. And they couldn't get this. Nursing colleges in British Columbia and Ontario issued warnings that she had used aliases and pretended to be a registered nurse to gain employment. The background check, though, was she using names of people who were already nurses? Alias included Melanie Thompson, Melanie Smith, and Melanie Clorox, and Shaniqua Boykins. No, I'm just playing. She ain't do that. Clorox was believed to be a student at a nursing school in Colorado, but only completed 2 years of a 4-year nursing course and was never certified as a nurse, according to the CBC. Her criminal history goes back 30 years and includes 67 adult convictions and other convictions in her youth, the CBC reported. Wow. 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 Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am not once again condoning what this woman did. Not. I'm not. But I have to put some respect on her name. I do. I ought to put a little bit. 7 years though. 7 years. I mean, come on. Come on. I feel like she must not have killed anybody as a nurse because they probably would have reported that. I'm sure. Ain't that crazy though? Like, and it brings me to Radonda Vault. If I'm saying her name right. She finna do numbers, even though I don't think she gonna get that long. But she accidentally deleted somebody and was a real nurse. Meanwhile, this woman was not a real nurse and finessed it for 30 years. As my grandfather would say, ain't that a kick in the head? Ain't that a kick in the head? I don't know. Like I really don't know what to say because 30 years, ladies and gentlemen. It's really interesting to me, like the stuff and the things that go on in the world of nursing. I never thought that the career of nursing could bring me this much content to where I could carry a channel 80 at least. I could really make this channel 100% about nursing and drop content daily with the news that goes on. Like, I would have never thought that this field brought this kind of content. Like I'm it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. But it happens. It happens. How do y'all feel about that? How long do y'all think she should get in jail? Should she go to jail? Do y'all feel she should go to jail? I'm gonna keep it real. She should go to jail because she did a lot of things wrong. She should 100% go to jail. You dig? Because you cannot justify that nonsense. Um, but at the same time, I get it. I get it. Is this other let me see. It's this other let me see. This other article I wanted to bring up to y'all. Ah man. It's a lot of strike nursing going on too right now. Have y'all noticed that? Especially on the East Coast. What y'all think about strike nursing? Are you for it? Would you go? Recently I found out that they refer to people who cross that line as scabs. I've talked about it before, not too long ago. But yeah, I found that out. Some nurses was getting cussed out for crossing that line. I don't know. Let me see. Let me go to your comments. Dee Dee said she got comfortable. Danny said them lashes though. Just said 7 years. Watch. She gonna get more time than Redonda and ain't killed nobody. Some of these RN schools smart but terrible caregivers. It's whoever hired her that should have been locked up. Fally said the hustle was real. Dee Dee said I'm surprised Canada didn't give more. Oh, she acted like somebody else. That's how she got away with it. Totally agree. I don't condone, but hey, who did she actually hurt? So many who would be amazing nurses just can't get through the education and the money hoop. Shout out to her. Hashtag finesse. Now I'm not gonna give her a shout out. She was wrong for what she did. She was wrong for what she did. Do you think facilities will make it harder to apply since this is happening? No, I don't. No, they won't. I don't think they will. They need people. They dropped the ball on this one. Uh, yeah, I think what she did. I think that's what she did. Use nurse's identity. Shani Thomas says she's the goat. Hey CJ, my grandma said a lot of women are trading their future for BBC. What? Thoughts? I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't know. Maybe not go to jail, but make her actually finish her degree. Nah, she need to do some jail time, bro. She was wrong. She need to do some jail time. She had to be using the identities of actual nurses, cause if not, everyone who hired her dropped the ball. That's a whole fact. The same amount of years she put people's lives in harm's way. Anything could have went wrong. Nurses trained for a reason. You're right. Drifty says, can LPN get in with strike nursing? What organizations? I think that's a good. I need to do a show or a video about that because I don't hear too much about LPNs doing strike assignments. I hear more that with RNs. Really don't hear that much too often about that, but I think that will be something that I look into. Honestly, I think it will. I think that's a good idea, and I thank you for that. I'm really trying to find that article, and somebody. I told myself I needed to save it because now I've been googling it and I cannot find it. Let me see. Are y'all familiar with that article about that nurse who attacked her unit manager? Let me see. She attacked the unit. I'm trying to find the article. It's been going around. The sister, she attacked the unit manager, and I was trying to get that up here, and I should have been more prepared, but I was like, "What the?" When I saw it, let me see. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of the mess. I can't find it. I don't know. But it's 11 o'clock. It's probably time for me to get up out of here. It's probably time for me to get up out of here. But yeah, y'all, the game is crazy right now. The game is crazy in nursing right now. People, I don't know, bro. 30 years, though. 30 years. You know what? I do want to rant for like a few seconds, though. Real talk. And this is a state thing. I will never understand how Michigan is just allowing all the money that could be made in Michigan to go to Ohio. That's crazy. Michigan make it so difficult to get in their RN programs, the LPN programs, where people just go straight to Ohio and get in without a problem. And I don't get it. Do they not like money? Like, what's the deal? And then, like, when you go down to these Ohio schools, all you do is see nursing. I mean, see Michigan license plate. That's all you see. I don't know. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I do work tonight, and I'm about to upload the next video. And I'm gonna take my nap, man. I'm gonna go work out. Call it a day. I really appreciate y'all being here this morning. I know it's early for a lot of y'all, but I'm about to get up out of here. My name is CJ. To all the high earning women out there, if you want to talk about why you can't date a man making less than you, let's talk about it. CJKyles90@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. We got that conversation. Definitely looking forward to having it. Yeah, I don't see the article, y'all. Now watch. As soon as I log off, it's gonna pop up. Watch. As soon as I end the stream, it's going to pop up. I already know it. Literally, it's gonna pop up because that's how I work. But all right, y'all. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Thank you. I appreciate it. Peace.